Kawhi has missed more games than he's actually played with the Clippers. A lot due to his own decisions. He's actually played less games than Glass Anthony Davis. Wait, what?
Randall under.
And more than anything, the Clippers are suffering, especially when he chooses not to play. The Clippers are 3-4 right now, with their wins coming in a game winner against the Rockets, the Lakers who went 0-5, and another close call against the Kings.
Defense now gives them more space.
They lost back-to-back games with the Thunder.
Hey.
Bro, they got all your picks. The Suns, Pelicans, the Clippers haven't been a single contending team. But remember, the Clippers are supposed to be the best team on paper according to a lot of NBA analysts.
Are you serious right now, bruh?
But just like when they blew a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets with Kawhi and PG healthy, they haven't addressed their main concerns. And without Kawhi, the Clippers didn't even make the playoffs last year. PG only played 31 games, and now Kawhi is out again? Yeah, Kawhi has a choice to make, one that could ruin or save the Clippers. What is up, dudes, that's Bonus Players, it's your boy MJ. The Raptors were just hoping to convince Kawhi to stay, so they were gonna do anything possible to keep him happy, even if that meant letting him sit games. 22 games to be exact. They were just happy to have him there. Just like to the 4.8 million people that watch my videos that still ain't subscribed, I'm happy to have you here, and please subscribe! And unfortunately for the Clippers, the Raptors won a championship and reinforced the idea of heavy load management as a viable way to win a championship. Kawhi never played any back-to-backs and sat out random games when he felt like it. But he made one important statement after winning a title, that the Raptors year was his first coming off injury, which was the reason for precaution, and that the next season, load management would be a game-by-game basis, and that he intends to play the full season. The issue was that the next season, Kawhi still load managed and only played 37 games with Paul George. And even while both were healthy for the playoffs, again, one of the favorites, they folded, mainly because they didn't figure out their weakness well into the playoffs. Their lack of a point guard, a floor general. Reggie Jackson, Patrick Beverley, Lou Williams are not the ones to run offense. The Clippers offense devolved into give Kawhi and PG the ball and hope for the best. The team had no chemistry and it showed.
Of second shots though.
George. What? That's a bad shot.
PG was tired of going against everyone.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But with the channel sponsor, Prize Picks, it's you against these simple numbers. You've seen them on the channel already. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made easy. Pick 2 to 5 players, and if they will score more or less than their Prize Pick projection, you get paid. This time I picked, Giannis over 31.5. That boy dominating. Sorry, Ben.
Why you bullying me?
And Cade over 21.5. He's taking the next step. Now, Cade got me, but I missed Giannis by 2 points. Come on, Giannis.
It takes more than skills to be great.
Alright. I also did another one with Kyrie and Steph getting more boards, and that one hit. All first-time users that deposit and use the code MJ2K will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. You can win 10 times your money on any entry, and entries can be made in 60 seconds or less. It's that easy. So download Prize Picks today and play daily fantasy sports with us. And make sure you use the promo code MJ2K when you sign up. And tell me which player you have faith in down in the comments below. The Clippers next year got Rondo, PG, and Kawhi worked to develop the point guard skills themselves, but now there's no Rondo, Kawhi isn't reliable, so it's all left on PG to handle the playmaking role. But even Paul George isn't immune to injury. He's missed 83 games in the last 3 seasons.
Foul on Crowder.
Oh my days.
And the more you rely on PG, the more you're gonna run him into exhaustion just getting into the playoffs.
I'm tired of suffering.
Do you remember what Paul George was doing in the 2021 playoffs after Kawhi went down? He played the most minutes in the playoffs, usage rate at 57.8%. To understand just how high that is, LeBron's usage rate in 2018 when he was carrying a trash Cavs team was 61.2, and when he was carrying a team of nobodies in 2007, his usage rate was 51.7. Luka, who is known to solo squad his teams, had a usage rate last year of 57.7. Paul George was literally doing more than LeBron in 2007 and Luka last year, all to drag the Clippers team to the Western Conference Finals. Ty Lue said that the Clippers and PG ran out of gas in Game 6 because for as much as PG was carrying the load, Reggie Jackson was right there with him. But okay, it isn't just even load management for Kawhi games. Kawhi also doesn't sit or travel with his teams. Remember when he was watching his team from his suite during Game 3 in the Western Conference Finals?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Sitting here watching the game.
The Clippers have added a lot of new pieces from the 2021 playoff roster, including Norman Powell, Robert Covington, John Wall, no Serge Ibaka, no Rondo. Continuing to sit out games, not being with the team means you just don't get enough reps with the team. We can make the comparison to Anthony Davis. Haven't we talked about the Lakers' chemistry being off because of the fact that AD is in and out of the lineup? While Kawhi doesn't look like he's having a season-ending injury every time he's on the floor,
ow,
the effect is comparable. I believe everyone on a team doesn't actually care about Kawhi sitting out, and so perhaps that doesn't mentally affect them. But Paul George has said that Kawhi is the clear number one on the team. Isn't the clear number one mean that he's a huge part of the Clippers game plan and that all of these other players have to learn to play with him? If you're not willing to rely on Kawhi a bit more, all the pressure will fall on Paul George, who himself is injury prone. The idea of having two stars is to go to the hot hand, for them to take turns running the offense. It's exactly like Shaq said.
Pina coladas, we eating burgers.
My ass is in the gym 10 hours a day.
One thing I know I got a kid that's going to give me 40 when he wants to.
This isn't to be good in the regular season to get a home advantage. That's not the goal. The goal is a championship, but in order to do that, you need to develop winning habits with your team, especially the biggest stars. I understand the need to be healthy during the playoffs, but not if your team doesn't have an identity. Now, let's not forget that this squad is championship or bust. The Clippers sent all their picks and their souls for both PG and Kawhi, and their duo has barely played a full season together in 3 years. This is an all-in situation, and it's a huge gamble at that. And everyone, including the Clippers teammates, knows it. So Kawhi might be waiting for everything to be perfect, but if he continues to load manage, if he continues to sit out rather than playing or even traveling with the team, how are the Clippers going to build chemistry, build lineups, heck, see multiple defenses, have options? It's a dangerous game that the Clippers are playing. Do you keep your best player happy and hopefully healthy, and as a result put your second best player at risk for more injury? Or do you put him in games to develop team chemistry while potentially putting him in harm's way? Let me rephrase that. What will Kawhi decide? Because he's the one who holds the Clippers in the palm of his hands. If you're owner Steve Ballmer, here's the scary thing. Kawhi and Paul George aren't getting any younger. PG's about to be 33 and Kawhi is 31 with a lot of injuries and mileage on their bodies. Load management is necessary, but in a smarter way. I liked what the Clippers were doing with Kawhi coming off the bench. At least that gets him integrated into the offense, and for those minutes, Kawhi was the number one option.
Leonard 3, book it.
The crazy thing is that in the regular season, when both Kawhi and PG play, the Clippers are 60-22. Kawhi and PG are the real deal. Now I understand that we don't know the full extent of Kawhi's injury, only the doctors do. But we are aware of the choices Kawhi has made in the past with injury recovery, and the window for the Clippers is closing. If we take a look at NBA player peaks, they're mostly around 27. This is from a study looking at the ages of all-stars MVPs throughout the past 20 years. With the modern age of medicine, we see players extending their primes as we're seeing right now. So it's not too late, but it will be if Kawhi decides to load manage like he has done before. And the Clippers will be one of those teams that again failed to reach their potential. The all-day notification shout goes to Big Wiggy. Thanks for the all-day support. And if you're still here, you're a real one. So comment play so I know. It's your boy MJ. We out. We vibe.